last. To play The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. And here I go. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Distinctly I remember it was in the late September, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had to borrow from my books a case of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless, here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "oh madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came, as so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nevermore. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, someone louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something that's my window lattice. Let me see then what retreat this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter in there stepped a stately raven of saintly days of yore. Nor the obsessence made here not a minute stopped or stay here, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. Through the crespy shore and shaven, though I said I'd show no craven, ghastly grim and aged raven wandering from my nightly door. "Tell me what my lordly name is on my night Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Sitting lonely on the placid bus, spoke only the one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarce more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by the place of what lips spoken, doubtless said I, what it utters is the only shock and storm, caught from some unhappy master whose master of disaster, followed fast, until this song of one bird and roar, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden of nevermore. But the raven still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, straight I will that cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking I betook myself to linking fancy upon fancy, thinking this honest bird of yore. What is this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt and ominous bird of yore? Man is croaking nevermore. syllable expressing to the fowl, whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamp gloated o'er, but whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight floating o'er, she shall press on nevermore. Then he thought, the egredenser, perfume from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose fruit halls tinkled on the tough floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he had sent me. Respite, and nepent from my memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff, this giant's nepent and forgot his lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet said I, thing of evil. Prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore. Desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore. Is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet said I, thing of evil. Prophet still, if birds or evil. By the heaven that bends above us, by that God we adore. Tell this soul with sorrow laden, with the distant Aden, if it shad clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels name the Lord. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven, be the word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting, get thee back into the tempest and night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black gloom as the token of the lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness, oh broken, quit the bust above my door. Oh, and the raven, never flitting, still is sitting. Still is sitting. On the pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight over him. His shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the door, that shall be lifted. Nevermore.